The Flash issue 76 sees Barry speeding around the world, stopping villains everywhere while Wallace and Avery fight Tar Pit and Gerda in Central City, having trouble with the villains. Before they can be burned to death by Tar Pit, Flash arrives, saving the young heroes from certain death. Wallace wonders where the hell Flash has been since he and the other heroes have been taking out the rogues all week on their own. Barry says that he's been lending a helping hand where he can and gives them the hint that Tar doesn't react well with metal, so the young speedsters work together and make Gerda and Tar Pit hit one another, causing them to fuse together and become trapped. Afterwards, Barry reminds them that Star Labs can separate the villains, so they will be fine. Wallace goes to leave, but Barry stops him, saying that he has been trying to talk to him for days. But Avery reminds Barry that he left the family and was quite the jerk when he did it. Barry doesn't deny it, but he's got something to make up for it. Wallace says that he will need more than words and a smile to prove that he's changed, and wonders if Barry is even doing all of this just to get back to Iris. But Barry reassures him it's not, and he will speak with Iris when he's ready, so the three speedsters head to the Flash Museum, which the heroes are surprised has been rebuilt. Barry says that he's made a few slight changes since they needed somewhere to be as a team. He reveals a hidden room behind a Flash painting that he has dubbed the Speed Lab. In the lab is Commander Cold and Steadfast, who says the lab uses future tech to track the escaped rogues and follow the trickster's plans, among other things that will be needed to protect the city and the world. Barry introduces the heroes to Steadfast, the Still Force user, and tells them he doesn't want any more secrets between them all. In Barcelona, Mick Rory blows up a building before confronting the arriving police. Luckily, Captain Cold arrives, freezing the police and telling Mick that Lex Luthor has upgraded his tech, and Heatwave hasn't been left out, as Mick accepts the new flamethrower Cold has for him, using it on the cops and their cars as he asks what comes next. Back in the Speed Lab, Barry has told the others that they are getting slower thanks to the forces being freed, and Wallace says that he has felt kind of slower, especially since fighting Tar Pit was never as hard as it was when they just fought him. Avery says she's noticed it as well, but was afraid to say anything. Steadfast reveals that the Speed Force is dying as the new forces were never meant to be freed, and their existence hurts the Speed Force. Wallace says that they can't lose their powers now since the rogues are still on the run, and Barry tells them so is Hunter Zolomon, so they need to operate smarter. Barry won't stop them from going after the rogues, while he will investigate what's going wrong with the Speed Force, but they need to run as a family now since what's happening won't be easy. Suddenly Barry notices everything slowing down, but he is still fast enough to turn around and stop the Black Flash from killing him, smashing the creature away. Time returns to normal as the rest of the team confront the Black Flash, who instead of attacking Barry, speeds past him, hitting him out of the way as Wallace realizes he isn't after the Flashes, but Steadfast, whom Black Flash kills, proclaiming the new forces must die. The Flash issue 76 was an awesome cap-off to the Year 1 story that concluded last issue and introduced us to Flash's own type of Batcave. I find it really cool that Barry wants the family to come back together under one roof and work to save the Speed Force. Speaking of which, Black Flash's reappearance was super unexpected and a really nice twist, but it sucks that the new character Steadfast seems to have been killed. That's a shame since I was really looking forward to learning more about him and his connection to the Still Force. Of course, time will tell if he actually stays dead or has actually been killed, as we enter the much anticipated Death of the Speed Force story. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.